All right, we're going to go ahead and look at the different factors that you'll need to go through and do this gizmo. We'll go through and look at the different creatures so that you can put in their names and figure out what it is that they eat. First, we have staghorn coral. Fastest growing, most delicate Caribbean coral, obtains energy from photosynthetic symbiotic algae. It is vulnerable to white band disease. Current percentage, 21%. Next, we have the boulder star coral, robust coral species that grows slowly, obtains energy from photosynthetic symbiotic algae, vulnerable to black band disease. Current coverage, 28%. Next, we have sponges, filter feeders that consume plankton suspended in the water. They are eaten by hawksbill sea turtles and angelfinch. Current percentage cover, 11%. Algae, photosynthetic organism that thrive in shallow, nutrient-rich water, eaten by long-spined sea urchins, parrotfish, and other reef herbivores. Current percentage cover, 27%. Spotlight parrotfish, important herbivore that feeds on algae, but may also damage corals, eaten by groupers, snappers, and other reef predators. Current population, 825. Next, we have the queen angelfish, common reef fish that feeds primarily on sponges, eaten by groupers, snappers, and other reef predators. Current population, 540. Yellowtail snapper, an important food fish and predator that feeds on young fish, shrimp, crabs, and worms, eaten by larger reef predators, including groupers. Current population, 240. The Nassau grouper, large predatory fish that feeds on many reef fish, including snappers, angelfish, parrotfish, a popular food fish. Current population, 48. Long-spined sea urchin, voracious herbivore that grazes on algae, eaten by several species of reef fish and snails. Current population, 1,160. Finally, we have the hawksbill sea turtle, large turtle that feeds primarily on sponges, valued by humans for their eggs and shells, occasionally eaten by octopuses, sharks, and other large predators. Current population, 25. With this information, you should be able to figure out all of the questions for activity A. We'll now go ahead and look a little bit at activity B, which is invasive species. With the invasive species, we have the red lionfish. Okay, so with the red lionfish, you'll answer the questions. How do you think it's going to affect it? How many fish species are present in the reef? We'll look at the summary so you can see that. Next, we're going to advance it 20 years. And you can see how things have changed. You can see the total number of fish species has changed. Then it's asking you, how do you think it will react if there are no sea urchins? So we will restart. Turn on red lionfish. We'll go to disease, turn the C infection rate up to 100, and advance it by 20 years. Go and look at the summary now. You can see how it has changed. You can skip the part about the crown of thorns starfish, and then finally you can look at the extending your thinking. You will not be able to test your hypothesis, but you should be able to create a question, create a hypothesis, and come up with an experiment.